Okay, so here I've got the video. This tool right here, the fuzzy select or quick grab, it's got different names in different programs. I'm using Gimp, but this is in most programs. This one, the lasso or free select, is in a lot of programs too. With the lasso free select, in Gimp, I can come down and I can just click my way all the way across. And in doing so, I'm just forming a little track. And this track will lead me all the way through to the bottom. Where it gets a little messy is getting in around the facial hair. With this, I can't get the really fine details. Like right around here where the beard is a little bit lighter. Or when I get around the hairline, I'll run into some similar problems towards the top. Like I can come in here just fine. I can come down, I can get that wrinkle, come back up, down and around. And just follow this around. Staying as close to the natural hairline as possible. If I come in here to colors, I can adjust the color balance, bring the yellow down about 15 or 20. If I go too far, it makes you look like a cartoon character, and that's kind of ridiculous. So right in the area of 10 to 20, I kind of like it at the 15 range, and then bring the red up just a little bit. As you increase the red, you can also increase the yellow, and that gives it a little bit more of a natural look. The problem is, because of the way I did it, it also hits the eyes. Notice the difference between the face, the neck, and down around here. So you have to come in and do all of these spots as well. Then I can come in here, I can hit my brightness and contrast, increase the contrast, and that's going to make yours a little bit closer to hers. But like you said, she is pretty well shaded there. So you come in here. This is the way it works with the free select. It just grabs what happens to be in there. I'm holding shift right now to grab a little bit more. And if I hold shift, it will just keep grabbing things. Whereas if I just let go of the shift and hit it again, it just grabs one or two isolated things. So if I'm going to do this, I'm going to want to hit the shift. The downside is it will sometimes grab things you don't want it to grab. So like right there, it's grabbing all of the eye. The entire mouth is in there right now. And that grabs some of the hair. We don't necessarily want to do that, but let's see what happens just so you can see how this works. I'll come in here and I'm not going to mess with the color. The hue saturation I could mess with a little bit to make it lighter or darker. So like right here, if I bring this up, now that's making her a little bit lighter. I can increase the yellow a little bit more with the saturation. But that's going to posterize it a bit. So I'm going to reset that and try something else. We'll come back down here. We go to the brightness contrast. We're going to increase the brightness just a bit. We're going to also increase the contrast. Because she's a little further away, this will make it look still natural, but make her a little bit brighter. Then if I come over here to select none, now it looks like you're a little bit closer to being in the same plane. You can still tell that this is photoshopped on top of that one, though. It's one of the unfortunate realities. It's really tough unless you want to spend a lot of time doing it. But with her being behind you, it's going to somewhat work. The other way you could do this with the direct select is you could come in here, holding shift, just hit a few things that I want to hit, and I can come in and do that. You notice it caught a little bit up here, but with that I can also come over here and I can do it like this, where this isn't even a part of it. Get in here, get this ear, and so that's completely separated by beard, but it's still going to work. And I'm just tapping. So I'll come in here and go with the same settings. In the colorize, I'm going to, whoops, not colorize, sorry. Well, where was it? Brightness contrast. Bring up the contrast a little bit. I'm also going to adjust your, where was it? Nope. There we go. Bring up the red, bring down the yellow. And then if I do a select none, that's closer, but notice what it did to the beard. So that kind of jacks it up. There is another thing you can do, but you lose color. So let's back all the way out. With this program, I can go up to 100 times with Control Z and undo up to 100 steps. Okay, so now I'm back to ground zero. So hit that, and if I were to come in here and go with a desaturate, take all of the color out, base it on luminosity, that's going to make it look a little more realistic. It's black and white, renders it black and white, but that's going to do the best job for you. And then I can come in here back to the brightness and contrast, increase those contrasts, and that's going to make her look like she's further behind you and put you more on the same playing field. So those are a few options you can do. If you wanted to make it kind of arty, you could come in to the posterize and play with that. And just by playing with that, now you're on the same field. It doesn't look like it's a photoshopped photo. Let's go back to the color photo, and you can kind of do that again with a posterize. It puts it in. With us, this is 3 tones. Here we're in 4 tones, 5 tones, so on. And so what that's going to do, this kind of gives it that art look, but it makes it look like you're on the same plane and it looks less photoshopped. But those are a few things you could play with. You can also get into the filter. Some of the artistic filters here will do certain things. Like if you go into the oilify, it makes it look like an oil painting. So any of those options will work for you. That kind of picked up your blue line there from when you cropped in the photos. But play around with those options. The program you have, it looked like it had some of those. So see what you can get out of that.